So today we had this HEUER AquaRacer come in for a battery replacement, a pressure test and a deep clean. You can see this is not in too bad shape. The rubber strap is looking a bit grimy and there's some gunk built up around the case. This is around 14-15 years old and is kept in relatively good nick. It has a rotating dive bezel. This is a dive watch rated to 300 meters. I really like the bezel on this watch. Just playing around to make sure all the mechanisms are working fine. Date function seems to be working. No real dramas with the movement there. You can see, however, that the second hand is jumping in increments, which is a good sign that the battery is on its way out. So we're going to pop this strap off. North side and south side. Bit of grime there under the strap join where you'd usually expect it. But overall this watch is in pretty nice condition. Strap her into the case holder and pop that case back off. You can see the last time that this case back was off was November 2019, which I was told by the client was the last time they had the battery changed. Now these batteries are supposed to last a lot longer than that, but I found when doing that battery change, it actually had the wrong size battery in there. You can see the one we're replacing is thinner. It's a 371. So that's just going to fit in there nice and flush, and it won't be overpowering anything in there. Fits perfectly. So we're just going to pop it out of the case holder here and make sure that we're running correctly, and you can see there it's got a nice smooth movement to it. And now it's just time for cleaning and more cleaning. There is a fair amount of grime coming off the trouble areas in this case, which is to be expected. Just making sure everything is cleaned up and scraped off. Case back included. Just make sure that gasket ring's all nice and fresh. It still looked like it was in really good condition, still nice and, not dried out, not cracked, so I'm going to keep the same gasket. Just blow everything out. Get the case back on. And get to going on the backside. Just working on all the trouble areas here. Grime and dirt tends to build up in these caseback slots, and this particular caseback has an engraving in the center, so that's all going to get cleared out as well.
Did you do a poo? What's that smell? What's that smell?
You can see on my mat just how much grime is coming off this case. Get rid of all that now.
Can't see on my laptop, over.
Alright, start to work on the sapphire and the front bezel. Alright, time to get to work on these straps. There's going to be so much built up, like dead skin and all sorts of gunk in these straps, so this is always a good cathartic clean on these. It's also just making sure that these spring bars are still working fine. Bit of a clean up and they're actually still great, so no need for a replacement on those. Just watch all the grime coming off of these. That is all the dead skin that comes off of your wrist. Rubber straps are great. They're really great for collecting dead skin. Alright, now that we're onto the reassembly phase, got the gloves on, make sure I'm not leaving any marks, and we'll get this thing back together. This thing is looking mint. Bezel still working great. Time to throw her in the pressure tester. Just got the watch into the capsule. We're going to bring the capsule up to pressure. In she goes, looking for any air bubbles. Nothing. So this is a great seal. All those gaskets still in really good nick. So wasn't expecting any dramas here. Perfect. Get it all dried off. Got to really take the time to get these rubber straps dried out. Polishing cloth again. This watch is looking $1,000,000. Another happy client.